Aries, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energies and see what's going on for the next 7 to 10 days. As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. So I sure appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And if you appreciate what I do here, help me out. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel, and I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So that's how you can help me make that happen. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Aries for the next 7 to 10 days. Grateful, thankful for the messages, always. All right, first card out for you is the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have that crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like there's some worry over money, but with it coming out with this Ten of Pentacles on top of it, I'd relax because I feel like, you know, those worries are all going to just disappear because we go right from this feeling of being unstable to all of a sudden having everything that you need. So I like this for you. It's a great way to start this week. All right, let's see what else is coming up. All right, let's see. We've got one more card. All right, so in your recent past, we do have the Moon card. All right, so there has been some deep emotions stirring. I feel like there's just things that have been coming up. And, you know, when we have the Moon energy, you know, our intuition is really on point as well because this is a very psychic type of energy. So whatever it is that you've been feeling, that you've been thinking, that you've been wondering about, I feel as if it's all starting to surface. And since it's in your recent past and it's sitting right here next to this Nine of Pentacles, and that card is reversed, I'm just thinking that, you know, you might have been really trying to figure out whether or not something that you needed to come through. Is it going to come through in time? Am I going to have the money I need? What am I supposed to do? You know, and I feel as if, you know, there's been some stress and worry because here we have this Nine of Wands. I mean, you've done everything you can, you know, that was possible, you know, to make something happen, to help you out of a mess that you might have been in. You know, it's you just trying to deal with the situation, and then boom, all of a sudden something hits like this Ten of Pentacles and you're going to be okay. All right. We do have the Ten of Wands that comes in upside down right above you. So I feel as if, you know, you realize that this burden, this weight, this worry that you had can now be lifted. So I'm definitely feeling like, phew, you know, I dodged that bullet. I got out of that situation and everything is going to be okay. So I really like that. I like that, you know, because I've been in that situation. I know what that feels like to wonder, gosh, is anything going to work out? Am I going to have to like do different things in order to like survive? You know, but I feel like all of that now is in the past. You can breathe a sigh of relief and things are okay. Now, we do have an energy around you and someone. All right, so let's talk about it. We have this Nine of Wands and we have this Two of Cups sitting right next to it. All right, so with the Two of Cups coming in like this, I just feel as if there could be a situation with someone that, you know, you were involved with. And I think, you know, you don't want to be felt like you're backed up into a tree here, you know, or backed up into a corner, you know, because maybe they are putting some pressure on you. And, you know, it's not anything you want to deal with. All right, because I feel as if, you know, you've done everything you can. And at this point, you got one wand left. And I don't know whether I need to use it on you or I'm going to save it for another time, you know. But when it comes to this person, I feel like you are really guarded and you are really suspect, you know, when it comes to what are their intentions really about. You know, and here with the Seven of Wands above them, I feel like, you know, you need to stand up for yourself. They are putting the pressure on you. And I keep feeling like they're putting the pressure on you. Do not be afraid to do what you have to do in order to make them back down. Because here again, I feel as if they're trying to back you up. All right, and kind of corner you into what? Getting back with them or doing something with them. And, you know, this is something that, you know, I feel you're over. Now you want to move on. If you had some kind of dependency on them, maybe, you know, they're wanting, you know, you to kind of look at that. You know, I just feel like somebody's putting the pressure on you and trying to get you in a position where you have to succumb to whatever it is that they are wanting. You know, it's not a nice energy, and I feel like it's one that you really want to move on and away from. So don't be afraid, to like not be, to stand up for yourself, all right? Because both of these, like she's backed up into a cliff, like they're going to make it fall. I feel like somebody wants you to hurt as much as they are hurting, or they want you to suffer as much as they are. Maybe you guys just went through a breakup and, they're not handling it well, all right? Or maybe you're not handling it well. But I feel as if, there is this need that you have to do what you have to do in order to deal with this situation. We do have the Two of Pentacles coming up here reversed. This is saying, I can't try to make this work anymore. I can't pretend that it is going to work anymore. I have to let it go. I think one of the problems that I see here is that, you're in a place where your life is really moving forward and theirs probably is not, because, in your near future, you do have this Ace of Wands, and it's just like your whole life, everything that you've wanted is starting to like fall into place, except for this situation here. All right. And this is the situation that needs to be dealt with in order to free yourself up moving forward. Now, your final outcome here is that of the Two of Swords, and it is reversed. I wonder whether or not the pressure that this person is putting on you, is making you a little unsettled and a little confused and, not really seeing what it is that you can do about, whatever it is that they're pressing on you. It's almost like an energy of somebody has something that they're hanging over your head, like they've got you cornered, like, go ahead. If you do this, I'm going to let the world know that you did this. It's that kind of an energy where, they're not ready to play nice with you. But at this point, I feel like the Two of Swords being your final outcome, you need to really see things clearly. You need to really know where you stand on your own premise, not on theirs, what you really want to see happen. Because when we do have the Two of Swords coming in, I always believe that when we finally take the blindfold off and truly, make the decision that is best for you, then you are left with that one sword, and this is the sword of truth. This is the sword of power. This puts you in a position of having some kind of strength above whatever the situation is that they are trying to dangle over your head. So whatever you do, do not let them back you up into a corner and make you think that, what they're going to do is going to damage or hurt you or, do something to you, because I feel like they're hurting. And what's that saying? Hurt people, hurt people. I feel like this is what's going on. Well, if you're not going to be with me, then you're not going to be with anyone, because I'm going to spread this about you. And I mean, it's just ugly energy. All right. But here, bottom of the deck, you show yourself up as the Queen of Wands. We like the Queen of Wands because the Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants. She knows who she is. She knows what she's capable of. She's got this sense of, self that is unlike anything else. And below her, we do have this Eight of Cups. So I feel like regardless of what they say, you are going to stand in your truth and you are going to stand in your power against whatever might be dangling above you. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. I sure appreciate each and every one of you, so hit that like button. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you at another reading. Until then, be happy, be healthy, be kind. Bye now.